faces in the crowd were filled with anticipation tonight at the Prudential Center, waiting for the moment when the 69-foot Nova Scotia pine Christmas tree would light up. Oh, beautiful sight. Nova Scotia gives a tree to Boston each year to say thank you for the spirit of giving that Boston has shown in 1917 following the Halifax explosion. So that means Christmas is just around the corner.
It's going to feel like Christmas if cold weather means Christmas. You know, in February, cold weather story probably wouldn't make the lead of our news, but there's some changes coming, and we're not quite used to them yet, Bruce.
Yeah, and I remember I'm just the messenger. I'm not a bad boy, so I don't get a lump of coal. Oh, Tannenbaum, we just saw the Christmas tree, and now we got our own bomb coming in. Westerly winds at 25 miles per hour. They're gusting to 35 and 40 miles per hour. And as Jack has said, not a big deal in the middle of winter. But here we are in the beginning of December, and out in the Midwest, remember, they've got a long way to sit with that snow right on through April in many spots that ain't going to melt. We have the cool temperatures here in Boston now, but it is cooling off even more significantly as we move into eastern New York State, and the temperatures will continue to nosedive tonight, along with the strong winds, producing very low wind chill factors. Here, the way the clouds have been moving for the last 12 or so hours from the Midwest and eastward, wheeling around storm system off in southeastern Canada. In they come, they lose their widespread activity. They're still out there, however, especially in the lee of the Great Lakes, and especially along this secondary cold front, which really means business. As it heads eastward, it is setting off snow squalls as the cold air especially comes across the Great Lakes. Very heavy snowfall going on in upstate New York, and also our satellite is showing some very heavy snowfall likely in the Green Mountains right now. Off to the southwest, we have had some reports of snow squalls even in the Berkshires and central portions of Massachusetts. Nothing around here yet, though. Maybe I think we'll still get some flurries. Off to the southwest, some of the highways, the interstates are closed down here because of very heavy snowfalls on the order of 1 foot. Nationally, the heart of the cold air runs from the Midwest and the Rockies southward down into Dixie, and it is starting to cool off down in Florida. We have a lot of weather out in the west, however. Another storm showing up out here. It's moving eastward, winds of 70 miles per hour, and snowfall accumulating to 1 to 2 feet. High temperatures today, not all that cool in the southwest. Here's all that cold air in the nation's midsection, eastward through the Great Plains, Midwest, Dixie, and now moving into New England. And here's our forecast as we bring it on. So there'll be some snow flurries marking the leading edges. Colder temperatures falling to about 21 by morning with those strong westerly winds at 20 to 40 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be sunny and cold, maybe a passing flurry. There will be continued squalls in the mountains. They get 3 to 6 inches there. Northwesterly winds at 20 to 30. Great flying. You go up fast. A lot of turbulence, though. High tide in the afternoon. Dress warmly. Wind chill tomorrow, around 0. For tomorrow night, clear and cold with a moderate westerly wind down in the upper teens. On a Wednesday, it'll be partly sunny. High thin clouds increasing late in the day. Temperatures in the lower 30s. We may have some snow here on Thursday. Right now, it doesn't look like a big snowstorm. We haven't got enough moisture, but we'll keep you abreast of that.
Swell. All right.
Sounds good, huh?
Thanks, Bruce. Liv?
In sports, somebody left the door open in the refrigerator tonight. That's a pretty good line.
Well,
but they're losing. You have to pick it up and go with it.
Big. It's
Really?
right. The refrigerator's defrosted. Whatever you want.
That's a good
It's all right.
line, too.
No, it wasn't as good as yours.
We're going to be
Yours
reading lots of them tomorrow.
Yours was a good line.
Yeah, well,
We're trying to say.
It's a cold night for Chicago fans, I believe. Refrigerator door open, is that all right?
Oh, Jack.
That's not the only story, however, Robert Lobel, because Vancouver faces Montreal in a Canadian showdown on the ice. Bob Lobel next.
So there are going to be plenty of refrigerator jokes if this game goes on like it's going now.
Maybe. I spoke at a place called the Construction
of
Industries
Oh.
of Massachusetts and promised them that the Bears would win big tonight.
And?
They're losing by 3 touchdowns, even as we speak. 38 to 24. That's 2 touchdowns. Yes, it is. Well, that's the way. The Bears have come back. Miami's come back. But the Miami Dolphins, playing their best game of the season under Don Shula, in a game they had to win, they're beating the Bears 38 to 24. All right, with Kenneth Sims' broken leg shelving him for the season, rookie Garen Veras takes over. And from a spot player, becomes a full-time player. Veras has been a force in the Patriots' front, especially on the pass rush. He gets a seal of approval from his teammates.
We've got Garen Veras, who's going to be a really fine player. He's a rookie, but he'll give you every effort he's got. So, you know, as much as we'd like to have Kenny in there, we've got a good backup.
Now here's the replay of the play which Sims injured his leg, along with some controversial commentary from NBC's Bob Kuchenberg.
Watch him leg whip with his left leg right here. Boom. Now that is illegal, even though he's tackling the ball here. That's an illegal technique, and justice prevailed there, Len. He got the injury.
Justice, well, a pretty severe price to pay for a common practice in the NFL. That happens in every ball game. It's kind of an instinctive reaction. You don't really think that much about it. You just do it, and it's very seldom ever called. But, you know, being an announcer on television is hard, too. You always got to come up with some comment. Sometimes you can make the wrong one. I think that was the wrong one.
It happens every once in a while. Yes, it does. Hard to believe, isn't it? But old Raymond is a wise man. Joe Ukika, who was fired last Friday as head football coach at Dartmouth, is suing the athletic director of Dartmouth. Ukika was fired Friday by Ted Leland, and Ukika wants his job back. The ex-coach contends his contract says he is to be the head coach there and nothing else. Leland says he'll be reassigned to other duties at the college. Ukika is suing to keep his job. The Boston College Eagles, where Ukika used to coach football, incidentally, open their home basketball season tonight against the University of New Hampshire Wildcats and Jerry Friel. First half, there's a mad scramble for the loose ball. Out of it comes Dominic Presley, who gets it to Skip Barry, finds Dana Barros for 2 of his 16. Kid is going to be a player. Barros again, this time with the steal, which leads to a Presley slam. BC up 15-11. Ron Johnson of UNH, great save. Great save. And then watch. He almost bounces it in. Almost. Unbelievable. Almost as unbelievable as the fact of the hot shooting of Todd Black, who had 19, and the Wildcats led 33-3 at the half. He wasn't worried. No reason to worry. BC blew out New Hampshire 48-22 in the second half. Jamie Benton for the Eagles, high man 17. And this, Whalen's Russ Doherty, and the tip-in BC survives 78-55. Providence Northeastern, PC Junior Bill Donovan nailed 20 points to lead the Friars over Jim Calhoun and the Huskies, 83-68. Friars built an early lead. We're up by 12 at the half. Big night for Providence's Rick Pitino. Steve Wright added 17 points and pulled down 11 rebounds. Rick Pitino, the new head coach of Providence, a winner tonight. At Brown Arena, UMass and BU, the Terriers' Jeff Timberlake on the drive, putting it in despite getting tackled on the play. BU up early, 22-12. BU's Dwayne Vinson will get the ball, go up for a routine jumper, but it's slammed away by Dwayne Chase. Still BU led by 16 at the half. Mike Jarvis finding college basketball a piece of cake. Second half, the Terriers survive. BU wins 73-67. Celtics play tomorrow night in Milwaukee. Maybe a test. The Bucks always play well at home. They'll be without Sly Williams, who was cut today, and probably they'll add David Thirdkill to their roster. Bruins' next opponent, Montreal. Montreal against Vancouver tonight. They opened it up. Mats Naslund scores on the breakaway. He had 2 goals tonight. So did Shel Deline, finishing off a 2-on-2. 7-0. Montreal wins. A shutout for Doug Sotart. And a shutout for Pittsburgh's Roberto Romano, as well as he stopped all 40 Ranger shots at Madison Square Garden. Another blowout. Pittsburgh beating John Van Beesbrook 6 times. Ted Sather on the slapper. 6-0 Penguins. The Rangers looked a little red-eyed on this one tonight, indeed. Okay, there you go. No help from the old Bears tonight.
Well, you know.
Got to do it on your own.
We'll have to do it on our own. Thank you a lot, Robert. Jack?
Well, Joyce Galevik is off tonight, but we have some entertaining news that also is for a very good cause. Final plans are being made now for a big fundraiser for AIDS research at the Metro Wednesday night. Organizers of Boston Against AIDS, The Benefit of Our Time, include 2 top names from competing local radio stations.
This is not a disease that is simply gay only. It's a disease now that's being spread into the straight or the heterosexual lifestyle as well, and it's something we've got to stop now.
We've got public service announcements and all kinds of promotion going out to all the radio stations, and they're all doing the same ads, all for us, and it's probably the last time it's going to happen because this city is pretty competitive, but it's for a great cause, and we hope to see everybody at Spit Metro on December 4th. That's this Wednesday night.
Oh, the Odd Warwick and Cyndi Lauper will be featured in the $50 head event, and proceeds are going to go to the Mass General's AIDS Research Unit and the AIDS Action Committee. Liz?
And that is it for this edition of Eyewitness News. We certainly hope you'll have a real good night and join us again tomorrow.
Keep warm. We'll see you tomorrow.